The last video I made on space and time and causality and free will was a bit interrupted because of the dog barking, so I'm just going to try and sum up in a couple of minutes what I mean there. The first thing is that when we conceive of free will operating, we conceive of it operating in time. That I do something now which will make a change in the future. The future is not yet written, I'm writing it as I go along. That's the first point. The second point is our understanding of time is often configured according to a metaphor that draws on space. So we talk about time as if it was space. So we talk about, going into the future as if the future was a place that we're going into. And there's lots of metaphors, overt metaphors as well as covert ones play out in that one. So space is conceived of as if it was, time is conceived of as if it was space. That throws up problems because time is not space. And so when we conceive of the future as if it was a number of places we can arrive at, and we're making choices now which will steer us to one of these possible futures, that we will write as we go along, where we're possibly falling into a trap of believing our own metaphor. And the second point is that space isn't really space. As I said, the idea of time as space, and that here we are, making our paths or choosing paths, and that's the action of our free will to do that, relies on an understanding of space which is naive and inherently embodied. That space is a kind of neutral backdrop, like the space I appear to be walking around in here. Basically a space described only by Newtonian physics, and not the space that would be described by Einstein. It's not curved space, it's not Minkowski space, it's not Hilbert space, it's none of these other kinds of spaces. It's none, and it doesn't carry any of the it doesn't carry anything at all. Just doesn't carry anything. I don't know, can't tell where that sentence is going to end up. Yeah, so there's a problem with the idea of free will being conceived of as if it was free movement in a space, with that space being actually time, metaphorically understood as space, and then that space being metaphorically understood as a particular naive understanding of space, approximating Newtonian space.